Welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. My name is Chase the Dark Sage, and I'm here with my co-host
T.
And today we're here to talk about two big things that happened today. Two huge things that happened today.
Yes, sir.
Future and Metro Boomin's album, We Don't Trust You, and what Kendrick did on that album as well. But first of all, how are you doing?
Doing all right, bro. What about you?
I'm all right. This album, man, this...
Put you to sleep, right? I know, right?
Man, let's get into the podcast because this man is tripping right now. But going into this album, We Don't Trust You by Metro Boomin and Future, what was your thoughts going into this album before it came out, when all the news and all about it was coming out?
See, my thoughts about it, I didn't really care.
Why didn't you care?
I'm not, all right. I'm not into Metro Boomin. I don't really care for his beats. Future, I'm just, DS2 after that, I kind of fell off Future. So I really wasn't excited. I know people are. And when I heard the album, I got it exactly what I expected, besides the Kendrick feature.
Me going into this album, the actual cultured one, I was kind of excited for this album because I've been anticipating a Future and Metro Boomin collab ever since the days of Monster, because we've had sprinkles of it here and there on all of his projects, but we never had a full cohesive project by Metro Boomin and Future. And I think Metro Boomin, I could be wrong, did executive produce Monster, but he didn't fully actually produce the album itself, which is why this album kind of feels like it sounds like each stage of Future from Monster up until now.
And he was young Metro then, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, he's still young Metro. Isn't there a song
like
called Young Metro?
He's older than us. He's young Metro.
He was always older than us.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but like he's young. He gotta stop calling me Young Metro, bro. He's Metro now.
No, this isn't let me drop the young off my name like Jeezy or Boosie. No, this is not the situation. He's still pretty younger than them. So he still has a few years to use that young before it gets out of date.
Oh my God.
But going into this album, I was very hyped. And I gotta say, my first impressions, or initial impressions of the album, because I listened to it 3 times today, I thought it was a pretty good project overall, especially for Future. I don't think Future could really come out with a bad project, but I do feel like he is coasting a bit. Yeah. Now, the reason I say that is because I think the whole hype around the whole DS2 Monster 56 Nights era, that Future, kind of died, and he did kind of cement the end with The Wizard, and I enjoyed The Wizard as an end of an era type thing, but I feel like this album was very similar in that nature, but I feel like because the production was a bit better and a bit more cohesive than The Wizard, I feel like this was a better project than The Wizard itself. I don't rank this top 5 Future.
Yeah.
But it's definitely top 10 amongst his discography. For
real?
I will say that.
I didn't listen to The Wizard, so I can't even rank it. It's like, this album, bro, was boring. Like, it felt like background music when I was listening to it. And then on my way here, I listened to it halfway, and it was boring. It didn't pick up till, like that. It's like the most, and I was like, then Claustrophobic came on, I'm like, oh, okay, we're back to this boring stuff. Like, bro, it was just, Future didn't sounding inspired at all. It just, the beats are like, Metro don't do it for me, bro. Just shoot me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. His beats are like samey to me. I don't know, it's the same thing.
Okay, so we're going to go into that when it comes to production side of things. And this isn't an album that you have to listen to really multiple times to get the gist of it. You get it one time and you kind of choose the songs that you really like from this. Yeah. It's a Future album. You're knowing what you're getting with a Future album. The only time he kind of threw you off with a loop is probably his Hendrix album. That's the only one.
I don't think I ever finished Hendrix, bro. I think I tried.
Because he had
the Hendrix came out. What came out before
Future,
Hendrix?
his self-titled
Future,
album.
then Hendrix.
A week later.
Gold and white and black, right?
Oh, stop it. That was like one of the greatest weeks of hip hop ever. Future and Hendrix back to back, both 10 out of 10 albums in his discography. Future and Hendrix are both top 5 in his discography.
For real?
Easily.
I haven't went back, bro.
Oh,
all I remember is like Mask Off. That's it.
I heard that song when it first was on the album, produced by Metro.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I didn't think it was going to be the hit that it is now.
Oh, Metro made Mask Off? No wonder it's so boring. The beat.
Oh my God. But, all right. Let's go ahead and get into artist's presence and his performance on the album. You thought he was same old Future.
Yeah, same old Future. He actually sounded very uninspired. Like, he just felt lazy. Like, I don't know. It just felt like, when he on the ad lib, you know, Metro, like he finna fall asleep or something. I don't know. It didn't make, usually like when I jam DS2, I'm like, I didn't feel that, bro. Like, I was just bored. And then it was oh my God. I listened to it this morning, listened to it tonight. Then do it for me. This perfect time to go to sleep. Just play this. It's like what Metro said when he was
that about
younger.
J. Cole?
Yeah, so now we can say the same about you, bro.
That's disrespectful. My opinion of Future's presence and performance on this album, I gotta say that it's same old Future. He doesn't really test the waters with anything. I will say that he gives me a bit more of a balance on this album in terms of like, not him switching up the flows, but I feel like I get a single piece of every type of Future that we've gotten from Monster up until now. So I will say that I do like the balance of that. He doesn't do the same old thing over and over again, but I will say it's not his best in terms of variety, like a DS2.
Right.
DS2 to me is still pinnacle, top, peak Future.
Bro.
With Future being in the top 5. Like I said, this album is in the top 10 and somewhere. This was an alright performance for Future. Very expected, very what you get.
I think it's alright across the board. I feel like now I understand we just need Metro popping in here and there. I think we need multiple different styles of production with Future because Metro brings out the lazy Future.
I think this album came a bit too late. That's why.
You think so?
I think if it would have came out during the run,
it would have been better.
This would have been so great. This would have been what we needed. I think that this came a bit too late because we've gotten peak Future since then. We've gotten DS2. If this was during the hype of DS2, if this was like right after Monster,
it'll fit right in and we'll be like,
this will fit right in perfectly. This will be perfect. Right after Monster.
People been giving it like an 8. I'm like, I don't see it. And then also, I feel like with Metro, he meshed well like a full production like 21 Savage to me. Because 21 is 21. He's going to be lazy in those beats. It meshes him perfectly well, in my opinion. But with Future, nah.
I feel like when it comes to Savage Mode 2, I feel like that was a better collab album.
Because I feel like at that time, 21 Savage kind of improved as an MC. Dang, as a rapper. I can't say MC. You're not MC.
I will say that with Savage Mode 2, I feel like it was more dynamic than this album right here. It felt more grand.
Yeah, like I'm saying, it felt bigger. Even they have the narrating with Morgan Freeman and everything. Like, it was dope.
Like this album, it felt like a whole bunch of songs they did together that kind of all sounded in a similar tone and kind of put them all together.
And I get the concept. Future was pretty much discussing like, people don't trust.
Do you feel like Metro Boomin was kind of in his like Mad Lib bag of like putting like little skits? And,
I like the Prodigy skits. Of course, I love P.
So you felt like that on this album?
I didn't feel nothing about Mad Lib.
No. I mean like the fact that he put the skits.
Put the skits around just to
to bring the album.
The concept. The concept. I got that.
Yeah, but overall, artist performance and presence, I feel like it was the same for Future. Yeah. It's literally what you expect. I wouldn't say it's lazy, perhaps, but I wouldn't say it's anything innovative or new that we haven't heard. It's definitely everything that we've heard.
But we know what we're going to get from Future, though.
Yeah, but I will say there's certain performances like from High Off Life that I really didn't enjoy Future on like that. I felt like it was all right. Like I said, he didn't really test anything like he did like on a song like Groupies on DS2 where that was like a whole different vocal range for Future, which I really loved. But next thing we're going into, production. Your favorite part of the album?
Production for me, if we're going to go from an ABC rating, I'll give it a Z. I don't know. Something about Metro just don't do it for me. I don't know. I never really been to Metro Boomin like that.
So you never liked any of his projects aside from the 21 Savage ones?
Nah, not really.
You never liked...
Without Warning is cool. It's cool. But like,
I think it's
to me, the rapping. I like Offset on there, and I like 21 rapping on his beats. I guess I could give that like peak Metro to me, but like as of late, he haven't really got me, bro. I don't know. It just could be me because I never heard. I put on Twitter like, "Yo, am I the only one that don't get excited for a Metro beat or like Metro just don't?"
I was expecting them to kill you.
Yeah,
I thought our account was gonna be gone next
but
day.
I don't know. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Like I don't know why he on this run this long. Like Lex Luger should have been longer than this.
I feel like their sound got a bit more stereotypical. Yeah. That's why. This sound, I think, when it comes to Metro Boomin's production, he has a bit more range in terms of like the trap sound, but also making it sound a bit different, unique, or grandiose, like I was saying earlier. Yeah. He can make it sound mundane, like it does on this project, or he can make it sound grandiose, like on a Savage Mode 2, or his own album that he just came out with, Not All Heroes Wear Capes. No. Heroes and Villains or something like that.
Maybe I have to like really I guess, go down a path to listen to Metro. Maybe I can appreciate it more, but the stuff I listen to, it just don't make me really like, oh, Metro.
I will say this music right here from this album, and just Metro production in general, I think you need to have a sound system for this album. You can't really listen to this in AirPods type stuff. Like, you gotta listen to this either in the car with a good sound system or on some nice speakers. Like, to me, Metro production doesn't really do it for me when I'm listening to it in my AirPods.
You gotta hear that bass.
I gotta hear the bass. I gotta feel the actual music on the skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
So that's with me with Metro's production. I do think that this isn't a great leap for him in terms of production, because I feel like he's had better and more varied production from his past few projects of, like I said, Heroes and Villains and Savage Mode 2. I feel like this was a very stereotypical performance production-wise from Metro. There was nothing grand. The only song that I can say that I kind of stood out to me was the Like That beat, which I kind of didn't really like that sample like that. And the song with Rick Ross on it. I thought that was a really good
beat.
And it gave me like a Western.
That's more like, that's like a soulful sample he did, right?
I don't remember, but it definitely felt different compared to the rest of the album itself. And I was like, all right, where are we going at with this? And then I was like, okay, Rick Ross came on the beat. I'm like, this perfectly fits Rick Ross. I want to hear Rick Ross on some more Metro beats. I don't want a collab album, but I want to hear him. I want to hear him on some more beats. But next thing we got to talk about, and we're not going to go too in depth on one of these features, not just yet, but let's go ahead and talk about some of the features. I did have it pulled up here somewhere. Travis, Playboy Cardi.
Which people saying Playboy Cardi was like verse of the year. I'm like, bro, what did you get out of that verse, bro? He was not doing anything.
Can I say something controversial?
Bro said. It's not even controversial to me, because I felt the same
I think Playboy Cardi is kind of just sounding very similar for a lot of these verses that he's giving.
Yes, bro.
It's just the beat is so good, and he rides the beat well, that it sounds good, but it's anything spectacular.
It didn't sound good.
I think the first 3 to 4 songs that we heard of him doing the new voice was cool. It was a spectacle, but now I feel like it's kind of getting tiring. Like, I'm ready for the album to come out, so that way you go into your new phase of Cardi. That's just me, though.
I don't know. It didn't do nothing for me. Travis was okay, I guess.
How'd you feel about the Weeknd feature? Him just coming on this album just to be like, yo, I know you guys are dissing Drake. Hey, I want to be part of that.
Yeah, but like...
But I just hate the fact that all he did was hum.
Yeah, but they use him as like an instrument.
Yeah, I get that, but it's a future Metro project.
But you heard what Weeknd said, though. He said he's not doing no more features.
Oh, yeah, he did say that. So, but I'm pretty sure this one was
already... So he give you a hum. So this probably just... like, I think this was just something that Metro probably had. Like, yo, this is some stuff I was working with Abel, bro. Boom, we gonna add this in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get that. Like, yo, Weeknd, you got a placement on the album.
It feels weird hearing Weeknd on this type of song when I've been listening to After Hours and Dawn FM, and he's been on all them type of beats and production, and then he goes back to this.
I think he has a song on. Is it the Diddy album? I think it's the Diddy. Yeah, it was pretty good. He had a really good feature on there on the Diddy album.
Was it an R&B like track?
Yeah. Bro, it's so crazy. Diddy finds his way in every episode. It's crazy, bro. He always finds his way to the party.
Oh, I bet he does. I bet he does. But we also got a Young Thug feature, which is, I'm pretty sure these are just vocals that Metro had that he just laid on.
I'm just slimed out. I ain't on my superstar thing no more.
Yeah, which I kind of did enjoy that. I really did like that.
You like that song? What's it called? Slimed Out?
Yeah, like Slimed In. Slimed in. I like that.
I was slimed out. I almost fell asleep to that, bro.
And then we got Rick Ross as a feature. I will say that none of these features really stood out besides Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. But for me, I didn't really like the verse like that.
Yeah.
And maybe we could talk about it a bit more in depth later, but to me, I feel like it was so much of a showstopper because he was calling out Drake and J. Cole, but to me, it's like, you weren't really saying anything. Yeah. This is just a control verse all over again, and we lived through that. Like, I kind of get the shock value. The shock value is cool, but after a while, when it actually comes to going back to the song and taking that moment out, it doesn't really do anything, and to me, it just doesn't fit. I feel like he just got them because he was like, yo, the enemy of your enemy is my friend type thing. So I feel like Future only got him on this type of beat. It is weird kind of hearing Kendrick on a Metro beat, but also, like I said, I didn't really like the beat on this song.
He was on Mask Off too, but on the remix, he sounded good to me on this beat, and I actually felt like he had a lot of stuff to say on it. It was like, because when it came to Control, all he did is name verses. I mean, he just named rappers, my bad. And on this one, he actually, like, you know, he added some, like, shots at your album, shots at both of them. Him saying the Mike Jack Prince line, that was a deep line. Like, yo, you the pop star. I'm the musician. Like, he said a lot to me in this So like I understand the like shock value of the name. Well, even though he didn't even say the names, but the
You know.
album. But we know who he's talking about. Like he said, like F the sneak dissing, and he kind of sneaked this in a way because he didn't say their names.
Yeah.
But he said, you know what I'm saying?
But you know,
that's what I'm saying.
It's really direct, but it's
yeah.
indirect
So
at the
to
same
me,
time.
that's what I like. I'm like, it actually to me was better than like a control verse. It was shorter, and it shows like he did his little things with his voice and he seemed a little aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I liked it, bro. I think he actually said something. I actually go back to it like the control verse. I understand. He just started, it ain't nothing I go
My
back
thing
to.
is this: Kendrick Lamar does a thing where he raps really fast and he
Yeah.
flows real well. That everybody's like, "Oh,
Yeah, but I actually was
I'm
listening.
like,
You didn't
that's
listen
cool.
to him?
No, I did. I heard the album 3
Yeah,
times.
that was
He's the
it.
only one that's really rapping. on
That's
this
what I'm
album.
saying. So like he actually said something. B.
Yeah.
Even, like
No, I'm not
yeah.
saying he didn't say anything. I'm just like, it didn't do much for me.
Yeah.
This verse, especially on this song. I'm like, to me, this
Yeah.
whole song, to me, I'm just like, just throw it away.
Yeah. So you don't like the song?
Mostly no, because when I first heard it, I didn't know that Kendrick was on here because the
Yeah,
features
yeah.
aren't on here,
Yeah.
and so I was just listening to it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
The beat ain't the best, but I
I'm
feel
like,
like
come on, man.
I think
Future did his best on it.
I think Future sounded okay on it. I think Kendrick did what he could.
Like
on it.
Kendrick, let me say this: Kendrick could rap.
Yeah.
he could find the pocket.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. It just, to me,
Yeah.
it didn't do anything for me. Like the whole song to me in total. And Kendrick, I'm not saying he wasn't rapping, but to me, I'm just like, okay, like. I get it. Like I said, we'll talk about it a bit more later on in this video. But let's go ahead. We're off the features because nobody really stole the show like Kendrick did. Kendrick stole the show so much that no one's even talking about the album.
Yeah, they're not talking about that album. They just talking
which
about-
kind of sucks, but it's a Future album.
No,
so.
yeah, it don't suck.
It's one of those things that people was anticipating because it's Metro and there's another one down the line.
yeah,
and
yeah. They
next
dropping
month,
another one. Yeah,
which I am
I think
excited for.
I think the other one will take a different. Approach.
hope
Is
so.
it? Do it has a? Is it
I
a
don't
different
know the
name?
title. I don't know the title.
Yeah, but I think they'll take a different approach with.
I hope so because I don't want. We Don't Trust You 2 on there.
Yeah,
that's just me. I don't.
I definitely don't want this.
We could talk about the theme and the structure of the songs and stuff that stuck out, but it's a Future project. I mean, you get what you get. It's the same stuff over and over. Some people was like, I'm tired of Future talking about coke.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't like
He
this
don't even
Future.
do coke.
I'm just like,
Bro, Future,
okay.
when he was even talking about lean and stuff, he was saying in like one of his interviews, like, I don't do
Really
that much
do it
stuff
like
like
that.
that. Like, nah, bro, it's all entertainment, bro. So, I don't know.
He jazzes it up. He puts a little spice
You
on it.
got to, bro. It's entertainment. That's what we do here. We gotta
Yeah.
entertain y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But, I mean, do you have any favorite songs on here?
I like that. Everything else was like, I don't know, bro. It just, I like that. I say, I guess the intro track, I guess it was cool. But, bro, I guess the Rick Ross track was cool. But nah, bro, this not for me. I won't play this again, bro. I won't. It's not for me, bro.
I feel you. I feel like this is one of those, I don't want to say forgettable. It was definitely a moment in hip hop as of right now, but I feel like it's going to be one of those forgettable projects.
Yeah, it's a
But I feel
Kendrick
like this
moment.
is something that might be talked about later on down the line as an album of the year amongst the mainstream stuff.
Yeah, this album it put out probably made the best moment this year so far.
Yeah, I agree.
So we have the moment on Twitter, and now whatever Drake's gonna do, whatever J. Cole's gonna do, whatever Kendrick's gonna do, whatever Future's gonna do from here is gonna be really entertainment. I think we're going to enjoy this summer, B.
I hope so. But last thing on this album, then we get into our next topic. Your overall thoughts.
My overall thoughts is Future, have Metro give you something else upbeat, because this low tempo, slow, sleepy, put me to sleep. I'm not feeling it. I hope y'all really take a different approach on the next album. Probably add a little more sneaky producers in there or something. Bring in that bass. I don't know. It's just something I want. I just wanted more. I wanted more energy. I just felt sleep.
I will feel like the second half of the album does a bit. It kind of mellows out compared to the first half.
The first half was super mellow to
Yeah,
me.
no, it was.
Yes, bro. It was slow.
I will say that
The whole album, bro. One song is the like that is like the most upbeat song on there, in my opinion. Other than that, bro, this was a snooze. I don't know how people like 8.8 out of 10. I'm like, people.
I give it an 8 out of 10 for a Future project. You gotta think I'm ranking it on the Future scale.
Nah, I'm making it on a music scale, bro. It's hard for me to do that, bro.
See, that's hard for me to do as well, in terms of like ranking it, because to me I have no overall scale.
Overall, just do something different on the next project, please. I'm gonna check it out, but do something different.
My thoughts overall with this project, I thought that this was a good project for Future. I thought this was a good project for Future, but it wasn't anything new, nothing innovative. It didn't spark any like creativity or thoughts of me like, oh, what's the next project going to be like? I'm hoping the next project, like you were saying, is a different direction, kind of like how a Future Hendrix situation happened. I just don't know what type of production Metro Boomin will give him on the next album. I just do not want to We Don't Trust You Too.
Yeah.
Because this album to me was enough.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this album for what it is. It's a pretty good album for Future. Top 10 in his discography, not touching top 5. So to say that and to get a Future album down the line like this and to say it's top 10, it's kind of mundane. It's getting what you expect from a Future project overall. There are some tracks that I do like on here that I know will definitely be added to the rotation. But overall, this project, I will say it's a bit disappointing.
Yeah. But you gave it an 8 for a Future project.
Yes, for a Future project. But he doesn't really have any bad projects after DS2. It could be honest.
Yeah.
Pluto wasn't that great either. I feel like around that era, before then, before everything honest and down, I feel like he was kind of trying to find his sound.
Yeah, I know
but he was
he
going
was.
for a really poppy
Yeah.
radio sound. I feel like this is still in his lane, so it's not bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, if this was placed earlier, that's the reason why I rank it lower. Because I feel like he's done things with more versatility, different things with his vocals. Since Monster up until now, to me, this feels like a very mundane, I'm coasting Future.
Yeah.
But it's also not bad.
Yeah.
There is no low points when the whole thing is kind of the same, and he doesn't really have a bad song on here.
Yeah.
Maybe except for like the last like 2 or 3 songs. But
Yeah. Like from that intro track kind of set me up. I thought he was going to actually be like downing like the people, like, you know, really going in on like the people he don't trust. But other than that, it became the same subject matter. of what
yeah,
he
it's the
talked
same
about.
thing. I feel like I wish the theme was a bit more touched upon throughout the whole album because
That
we don't
the
trust
skits,
you.
yeah, the skits
The
didn't do
skits
much.
is the only thing that helps bring everything
right,
together thematically.
And then like
Sadly.
that was like the most, like that song actually discussed, you know, you had a guy getting dissed, and then even Future first verse was kind of like, you know.
I think the first song, the actual intro.
Oh yeah,
song,
I'm saying that set the tone. I'm saying it set me up for like failure, because other than that I was like, bro, I swear I almost hit a little Nissan next to me, bro. Like, bro.
But I guess that's about it for the album. You don't really like it. I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not going to be one that I jam over his top 5 albums.
Would you buy the record?
Yes.
You would?
I'd buy the record because this has a song that was a time and moment in hip hop. Plus, I think this is the album that I really wanted all this time. And I can't complain about it because I got what I wanted. And it's perfect for what it is. It just came a few years too late. It's kind of like when we get in like a Kingdom Hearts 3 or The Incredibles 2. Like, it's not bad. It's just, it came too many years late. You get what I'm saying?
One thing this album also gave me is a Kendrick verse, because, you know, we've been missing Kendrick this decade.
Feel like we have. I
Yeah,
mean, we
yeah,
have
he
this
put
one
out
as
so
good
much.
steppers, but-
Yeah, but he's not like Drake, J. Cole, J.I.D., all these other rappers. I mentioned this J.I.D. because I know you guys love him. But anyways, these guys are present. Like, you know, Kendrick is not really that present. Even though he dropped that album, did his tour, and it's like, he's no features, no nothing. You know, so we got a feature. Because what? When the last time we heard him? Since 2021. Like, has he been on a feature in 2022, 2023, 2024?
Besides, I mean, Family Ties with Baby Keem and the song The Hillbillies with Baby Keem.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only ones I can give you.
But you gotta
But I'm
understand,
just saying,
those,
like,
yeah, but those was like playful songs, bro.
Yeah.
And he was rapping on that one song. But
The Hillbillies, I love The
yeah,
Hillbillies. I love that song.
Yeah, Hillbillies. But you know, it just feel like I think we do need a little more of him. Not saying that
Dang,
he
was
has
the
to
last
drop
thing he
all
was
the time.
on was Taylor Swift's album, 1999?
No, I'm just saying, man. Like, we don't really see him much or hear him much. But I know he's working on things behind the scenes with his label. But I will like to, you know, he don't have to drop an album every year. You know, drops a few features, man. Pop out there. Let us see you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we forget about you, bro.
No, I don't think so. I just think a lot of people are thirsty for new Kendrick music. And talking about Kendrick,
Yeah.
we're basically in the topic right now. Kendrick's verse
Yeah.
on Like That. I almost forgot the name of the song. What did you think about the verse?
I feel like I said before in the review, I enjoyed the verse. I liked what he was talking about. I liked his little flow. He's quirky Kendrick, bro. He's like, boom, I'm coming with 2 T's. You know what I'm saying? I'm burning. What'd he say? He's burning.
I'm burning tattoos and I forgot what
he's
else.
snatching chains or something in bro. Anyways, I like the stuff he was saying, bro. I love the line of, all your dogs again.
I bury all your dogs
K9,
and
Nine,
and I got a lot of K9s,
and Pet Cemetery. That line. You know, I don't know verbatim. You know, that song just came out.
Yeah. But I got the lyrics pulled up.
But yeah.
And, you know, some of the lines, I mean, the whole lyric, these Negroes talking out the side of their necks.
Yeah.
Don't pull no coffins out your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of like that.
You know, I'm just saying.
Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check.
Yeah.
Just saying. Who you think that was aimed at? You think that was aimed at both of them or just one of them?
I think he's talking about Drake on that one, bro.
Okay. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperature bipolar. I choose violence.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Negroes clicking up but cannot be legit.
Yeah.
No 40 water.
Yeah.
Tell him. Yeah, get up with me. F sneak dissing. First person shooter.
Yeah.
I hope they come with 3 switches.
See, I'm saying like
So what's the point of the 3? Do you think he's gonna miss one of the shots and he's gonna have to shoot one of them twice? Like what? What's the point? Like that was my question. I'm like, what's the point of 3? It'd be different if Big Sean said that. Who no one's talking about Big Sean?
Big Sean, yeah, he put that, bro. Big Sean, bro. He only thing that people like really liked in his verse was the whole Big 3 thing and like, oh, you not mention me in the Big 3, whatever he said. Bro, Kendrick just did what Jay-Z used to do to Nas to him, bro. Like nobody cares about the new song you put out. It sounds like an NBA trailer song, like for the playoffs. Like it's a rap, Big Sean. So just
this is one of those things that's like, Big Sean, if you knew Future was releasing, don't release near him. Especially when it's something anticipated like this, don't release near him. That's stupid.
But yeah, I like the verse, bro. I know you said you didn't really care for it like that, but he was saying
as a song. As a song.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool. The verse is cool. But I mean, to me, it doesn't really, as a song, it doesn't really do much for me. Yeah. It's a whole control shock value thing, even though I don't think Control's a good song generally.
Yeah. But I think it did its job. Like, look at Twitter, bro. It's on fire.
Oh, it definitely creates conversation, which I do love for that. Like I said, as a song.
And there's some bad takes out there.
Oh, there's some horrible takes.
Man, there's some takes. I wanted to screenshot a lot of takes, but bro, I work. So it's kind of hard to be like, focus on it, but like, bro, no way. But I seen a lot of bad takes, bro. Super bad takes.
Yeah, I seen someone said, Drake can make To Pimp a Butterfly. Kendrick can't make Scorpion. I'm like, you couldn't say Take Care.
Yeah, bro,
like,
they wild, bro. Like, I saw like them posting up J. Cole freestyle like, Kendrick called out this guy. Like what?
Oh,
Come on, bro.
I'm
Chill out, bro.
I'm sorry, y'all know that's J. Cole,
Yeah,
right?
that's J. Cole, bro. Come on, bro.
I think the thing with J. Cole is his name holds more weight than anything. And so when you talk about J. Cole, people will be like, oh, he's the most deep, sophisticated rapper ever. You ask him to explain a lyric or something, no, it's the fact that he's talking about 2 sides of something and it's so deep and the lyrical. I'm like, he's just telling a story. Like, I'm like, that's not anything like different than what we've been getting.
Not,
and there's plenty of other people who've done that better on a mainstream scale.
It's this guy I follow. I actually kind of be in line with him. Like, we are actually kind of. I am. I don't listen to them like that, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't even listened to the new Kendrick Lamar album in full. I haven't. Even though I just said, yo, we probably need to see him. I haven't even really listened to his album in full. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't listen to J. Cole albums like that. I listen to them all.
He's not the mainstream guy.
But I know what's going on out there.
You know what's going on. You keep up with the mainstream stuff like them.
But I don't really listen to them like that. Because I know people that's rapping way better than them. And like nobody talks about them. So I'm like, it's time for these new guys. Some of the guys are older, but they actually rapping. And they have something to say. And like, we just keep talking about these 3 guys, bro. Like we don't got other guys up and coming right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like the NBA, bro. It's time to move on.
Do you feel like they're kind of the gatekeepers from keeping other people becoming big?
It's not they're the gatekeepers. I think it's that lane.
It's not. I don't mean gatekeepers in there intentionally doing it. It's just
fans?
the fact of, it's the fans and just the space of hip hop itself. We hold them in such a high regard, and the fact that they're still active, it doesn't leave room for a new big 3.
So you got to think about it. Do you believe that Travis Scott is a bigger artist than J. Cole?
Bigger artist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is he not I know when they say the big 3, they thinking about the mainstream rappers that can rap. But technically, it's like Travis Scott a bigger artist. Shouldn't he be a part of the top 3?
I feel like because no one does what Travis Scott does and he's so unique.
He's in his own lane?
Yeah, he's in his own lane.
But all 3 of them are in their own lane.
Yeah, but they all rap well. That's the one thing that connects them all together.
And Travis don't rap well.
Yeah, not at all. So, yeah, he's horrible. Like, I didn't even know on the album that was Travis. Yeah. Like, I had to go back and I'm like, oh, that's Travis? I thought that was Future.
No, that's Travis.
No, I know.
Yeah, because when the production changed.
That's and then when the voice effect happened, I thought it was Future because it sounded just like Future.
Yeah.
So, With Travis, I feel like, and plus he comes from that era, so it's like you can't be the big three of that era. That's like if I put, it's like having Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, and I try to add Dragon Ball Z in there. I can't because it's not part of that era.
Yeah, because they came after.
Yeah,
and it became bigger in a way.
Yeah, and that 3 is symbolic for that time period.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just like how Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake.
I want to check some numbers. I'm gonna go to Spotify. I want to see if Travis get more plays than J. Cole. I never actually checked.
But while you talk about that, I mean, some of the other lyrics that was on this song, if you walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Mother F the big 3. Negro is just big me. And your best work is a light pack. Negro Prince outlived Mike Jack.
Yeah.
This one definitely had
J.
Twitter.
Cole. Oh, yeah, but I think he...
I thought that this one was aimed at Drake.
No, I'm saying about the stick verse. They said that part was aimed at J. Cole or something. They said J. Cole mentioned a stick or something like that, like walking around with a stick.
See, I didn't get that. I thought that maybe his cousin Andre 3000 had the flute.
Yeah, no, that was that. Yeah, that was that line. But I'm saying J. Cole, they say he... I guess said in the verse something about walking around with a stick or something like that. And then why Feature said that. I mean, not Feature, Drake. That's why Kendrick said that. I never knew that. I never heard that. I was like, I should have researched that.
Yeah, I mean, we're not avid J. Cole fans.
Yeah.
I actually listened to one of the J. Cole albums I was missing to listen to. I wish I didn't listen to it. I'm gonna just say that right there. It's For Your Eyes Only, by the way. I wish I didn't listen to that album.
That album is boring.
But yeah, I thought a lot of people was...
Yeah, Travis got more plays.
Than J. Cole? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like by 20 million.
I don't want to say it like this, but he's crossed over. You know what I mean by he's crossed over.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah.
Like J. Cole has the other side too, but not like Travis.
Yeah, but Travis that guy. Like
No, that's
when
what
you
I'm
think
saying.
about it, like when we discussed those legends, Travis one of those. We didn't think about Travis, bro. I never thought about him, but Travis one of those guys.
I definitely think he has impact. He has his own sound.
He's gonna be a legend, bro. Because it's a legend. I know we off topic, but it's gonna be a legend in every generation, and Travis is a part of it. He's gonna be a legend.
I'm not mad at that take.
Yeah. You're a Travis fan. Chill out.
That's what. No, but sometimes it's just hard for me to call someone a legend. Like I wouldn't call Freddie Gibbs a legend, and he's one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call Big Crit a legend, but he's one of my favorite rappers.
Big Crit now.
Shut up.
When we all like go older, it's still gonna be like Crit was here. Say like, yo, you remember that guy Crit?
No, don't talk about one of my favorite rappers like that. But I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We could talk about the whole Mike Jack thing because the Prince thing, because a lot of people were saying, oh, Drake is Michael Jackson and Kendrick is pop. I mean, Kendrick is Prince because, Michael Jackson, he's the pop star and all that, but Prince was one that was experimental and he was better musically
than Michael Jackson.
Was.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that take? And he said that Prince outlived Michael Jackson. Now, we can take this two ways. We can take this literally, which, I mean,
he outlived him.
Obviously, outlived him. But also we can take this secondly from a standpoint of, did Prince's music outlive Michael Jackson's?
I never say that.
I won't either.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to do two ways, I guess, like Prince being as great of a musician he is with playing the guitar, like
he's more versatile.
I'm saying like that probably makes him live on and impact people in other ways because it's not you can be influenced by Michael Jackson, but it's things that Michael Jackson did that you just can't do, bro. Like he was so big.
Oh, I thought you meant that.
Oh my God!
You said things he did that we can't do.
We don't know about the allegations.
I was like, "Where's he going?"
No,
with
bro,
this?
you wildin', bro. I'm just saying, Mike was just like one of the biggest stars the world has ever seen.
Of course,
like they used to stop freaking programs just to watch music videos.
Thriller literally just came back in the Billboard like a few months ago.
Bro, people actually fell out and died at his shows having heart attacks, bro. There used to be people leaving that joint in freaking stretchers. It's insane. So I feel like Prince being this like 5'3" guy, Kendrick being like a short guy, Kendrick being more experimental with his music, also tapping into different producers, trying jazz and all this type of stuff. I guess he's showing like, yo, I'm like Prince with this artistry. Like I live on because I can influence more to do other things. While not saying Michael Jackson, like I said, can't influence people, and Drake can't influence people because he has, but it's things that
there's more things to pull from
that he can go and pull from. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was a really good comparison between the two, the dynamics. You know what I'm saying, of Michael Jackson and Prince.
And we obviously could tell that like Kendrick said, F a big three, I'm big me. I'm pretty sure Prince didn't really care about being roped in with Michael Jackson. Like, he's like, yo, I'm doing my own thing. Just like how Kendrick's basically saying, I don't care about y'all.
But if you knew the history of Michael Jackson and Prince, it's kind of, to me, the dynamics are similar. Because Prince was always like Michael Jackson never really wanted to be like, come on, Prince, chill. But Prince used to be doing wild stuff. You got to look up the Prince and Michael Jackson stories. Like, Prince was wild. He used to always try to show Michael Jackson he was better than him and stuff. But it was just this friendly competition they had.
Yeah, I heard that they had a little bit of a rivalry.
Yeah. And it's the same thing kind of with Drake and Kendrick. Like, with Kendrick, we think he's like this humble dude that be chilling, but no, this dude actually is really competitive. He's actually really don't like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can even talk like, it's the old verse he had on the Isaiah Rashad album. He was like, fuck it, nigga, I'm Gemini. Like, I have two sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you have this aggression side. You're like, dang. Like, you wouldn't expect Kendrick to do a control at the time. And that's what, it took a lot of people off guard. Like, people didn't like, oh, Kendrick Lamar did this? Because Kendrick's like this real chill, like, rap, guy if you see him in, like, interviews or you think he's, like, this humble dude. But, like, bro, he has another side of him. He's competitive. He's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, Kendrick definitely, whatever he tried to attempt with this right here,
It worked.
It completely worked because it has hip hop talking. I think this might be the biggest moment of this year.
You think it's a setup?
Oh, yeah.
You think he got something else? He ready?
I think he's ready. I think he got something to tuck. I don't think he has something to tuck. I think what it is he's ready to write something. That way he could crap on them.
Did you see Rory's tweet?
What, did he say something like, how's this guy, like, shooting at the people coming outside, talking about they outside or whatever, and then you not outside like that?
Something like that, but it was his first tweet. He was, not verbatim, but he was saying along the lines of, like, Kendrick is vulnerable right now. Like,
because of the hiatus?
Yeah, he's saying he's a GOAT, but it's like he's saying that Drake and J. Cole got dirt on him, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, is he speaking because he put out a vulnerable album and Miles Morales, Big Steppers? I don't know. I'm not an insider. I don't know what goes on.
So this is what Rory said. Kendrick is a GOAT, but coming back outside just to shoot at the other two that are always outside looks a little funny in the light. I don't know. I just don't think the control formula / moment will work in this scenario.
Yeah. But to me, that wasn't control to me. Like, yes, like control was like, it was you. I'm going to make sure you'll fit better.
But I don't, see, my thing is...
Because before then, he wasn't rapping about nobody until he started going. I don't know. I think it's too different.
I think it's definitely too different. I think what it is we got that moment like a control, but I feel like this is more of a diss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A direct diss for two people.
Yeah.
I feel like the other one was kind of like a, hey guys, we're all friends, you all my peers, like, come on, let's all, step our game up type thing. This isn't a step your game. This is I'm better than you two.
Yeah, I
want you to know that.
So that's why I don't like why he used the control moment.
I think he says control moment because he called somebody out. Kendrick doesn't really do that.
Yeah.
And especially he did it out of nowhere. There was like no big lead up.
That's what I'm saying,
to it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I told you Gemini, bro.
Oh,
You get a Gemini.
I'm looking at some you Gemini too.
Nah, bro, I'm a Pisces.
Oh my god.
I don't really care about astrology and all that stuff, but numerology, all that stuff. The stars, the quasars, my sun, my moon, my rising, or whatever.
None of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm good off that.
Right now.
Hey man, girls like, oh, Pisces and so and so link. They say I'm a water sign, so I'm emotional. I have no emotions, so I don't understand. But
I don't know what any of that stuff
No.
means. I just think people be making that stuff up.
Yeah,
and they just put whatever on the list.
I actually watched a video of a guy that's supposed to be an expert. He actually had to guess people's, like he went to school and he a professor. He had to guess people's signs. Bro only got like 2 right, bro.
Did they take his degree?
Huh? They should have. He was an old white man with gray hair, bro. I know. It was a video. It was like Jubilee or whatever they do those videos. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
But do you have anything else to talk about when it comes to this whole verse itself?
All right.
The impact it might have on hip hop?
Yeah, that's pretty much
as of this year.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole, like, the big gist of everything for me is like, what's gonna happen after this? This is what is gonna happen? Like, what would Drake do? What would J. Cole do? What would Future do? And what would Kendrick do from here? Is he dropping something? Because I feel like him doing this has been 2 years since he dropped his album. 2021, right? Or was it 2022?
I think it was 2022. Let me look while you talk.
It could be
2022.
Okay, it was a 2022 album. My bad. Before I said 2021. Oh, he put his album out 2022. I think him going directly at them. I think this album he might take a different approach. He might be having probably rapping. Might put out an album with might put out a little EP. Might put out an album with like 11, 13 tracks. And him just spitting. You know, maybe like a Untitled Unmastered. Maybe we're gonna get something from Kendrick this year. And J. Cole's dropping this year. Drake said he's coming back out, right?
He wanted to retire, which I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kendrick, you kind of weak for shooting that song that's retired right now.
Drake is not retired.
Not retired, but he's taking a break.
But I don't know. I'm excited for what's to come, bro. And also, this is gonna help us.
Yeah,
because this gives more content, more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, more conversation to be had.
Way more conversation.
And more speculation.
I love
to speculate.
Yes.
But, I mean, overall, I do like what it has done, especially for today. There's a lot of conversation. Everybody on the TL is talking about it. There is no other conversation happening on Twitter except for this right here.
One thing we didn't talk about, even though it's on Twitter as well, but what do you think about Future and Drake's relationship after this?
Oh, man, I'm so sad.
You think,
that's why I forgot to talk about it. I am so sad because that relationship is basically over. Yeah. I mean, there was already rumors of, Future not liking that him and Drake and 21 did an album together, which I'm like, is that true? I'm like, this is Future we're talking about. Are we serious about that? Mm-hmm. But this kind of cemented with Metro already not having the best relationship with Drake as of right now. They're kind of beefing.
Yeah, I saw that, but I was like, why? I don't know.
Oh, because I think what it is Metro Boomin. He made a tweet saying like, oh, my album should have won a Grammy over her loss or something like that. Or should have won something over her loss. Like, why was that even nominated or talked about? But he deleted the tweet. And then Drake went on stream and he was like, we see you, the tweeter and deleters. So, basically it's like, I saw what you said.
I was seeing stuff like that, but I never would like
even when 21 came out with his album and Metro produced a song, Drake put on his story the song that Metro produced, but he only added 21.
Oh, okay.
So people was like, oh yeah, they're
Drake petty. So,
but then it's like now Future, you allowed that on your song. I'm pretty sure Metro was cool with that. It's like I don't know why the relationship is not getting strained, and a whole bunch of people are saying like, you my number one fan. They thought that Future was talking about Drake in that sense.
Another question before we go: who's gonna be the first one to respond? You go. Who you think? Drake
J. Cole.
Or J. Cole? J. Cole. I say Drake. Like you want to say? Let's clarify what we wax. I'm talking about musically, not stories or no tweets or nothing. I think Drake. Hold on. What's today?
Today is March 22nd.
I think Drake might respond on Saturday, 23rd. That might be a hot take.
That's what this is going up. But
that's what I'm saying. Hey,
my thing is this. Can you think Drake is in the studio right now?
I don't know.
Did you see the video? Did you see the meme of people saying, this is Drake right now, waiting for his ghostwriter to come up with the
Bro, I haven't seen no tweet, no story, no nothing with Drake right now. Because even when freaking I can't think of his name, Kanye West said F Drake, he did a little meme about it. He ain't said nothing. He in that lab. He in the laboratory, bro.
This is a different Drake compared to Control days back then.
I think Drake like, oh, you want to play with me, bro? You playing with the wrong person.
Like I just came out with Scary Hours.
Like,
Did I
bro,
just hear Scary Hours? That wasn't the light pack you want to mess with.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's, what was the song he did when Pusha T dropped his first diss track? It was really good, the Drake diss track.
Not Fear or Deedon, and not the Audacity.
What's the name?
Not Duppy Freestyle.
It was Duppy.
Duppy Freestyle was like the jab at first, and then
then he put out.
Then Pusha T came out with that big diss.
And then Drake dropped something. Was it Duppy Freestyle that was dope?
The one that said the Audacity.
Yeah.
The one that was on SoundCloud.
That was Duppy. I thought he put out
the one where he said the one where he said Pusha T's wife's name. He was okay, like it's like everything's off the table now.
But then Push dropped something. I gotta go back.
Push dropped the one where he dissed Drake and talked about his baby or whatever. That's when that happened. I don't know if Drake dropped after that.
Okay, because Pusha put the stuff out on the album on Daytona, and then Drake dropped Duppy.
Yeah,
and then Push dropped the Story of Adonis.
Yeah, that's what it is. Story of Adidon or whatever.
And he dropped. Drake dropped something. I said he. I'm just pointing at him. Because he on the monitor.
I'm trying to see. I don't remember what he dropped. I don't remember the time.
But anyway, it go. When he was like, I just left your man house, put pen to the pad. He was, man, what's the name of that song, bro?
But what about it, basically?
But I'm just saying, it was dope. I enjoyed it. And I feel like Drake for to come on, if he drops, he's coming on with a menacing beat, that 40 mic cooked up. Maybe Conductor. And I think he gonna spit. And he might double back, and him and J. Cole might do another another click up. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so, but
on the
also I don't
conductor
want
beat.
them to reinforce the stereotype of y'all two got to get together to
So
do
they
something
jumping.
against me.
Hey, because they make a full black.
This
Nah,
is
do
basic.
it.
This is
They make a full black and full.
See, this is what I was thinking. They gonna be like Burner and Jace versus Goku. This is what the situation is right now. And then Goku just hit Jace in the face. That's what Kendrick is about to do right now.
Bro, man, just imagine what can happen, bro. But what would really be a letdown if nothing happened from this? Like,
Oh my gosh, this
I
whole
ain't gonna lie,
conversation.
I'll be
will just
like,
go
oh
in
my
smoke.
god, this is just.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I really
But I
need
know
something.
I know J. Cole's in album mode right now.
Yeah.
But he's been very active.
Yeah,
he's
he's
been very
been
active
rapping.
with dropping the My Delete
So
later.
you got
on YouTube.
you got J. Cole dropping first, right?
I have J. Cole dropping
Responding first, okay.
Because I just feel like he's in that album mode. He's like, oh, let me do this real quick. 'Cause
Right.
I'm already in the studio.
Yeah.
And
Bro,
I feel
Drake
like
got-
he probably already like, oh, I already had this note from like 2011. Let me go and spruce it up a little bit.
Hey man, it could be.
I want them to, but I just want to know, why is Kendrick mad at J. Cole? J. Cole was more so giving them props or big ups on First Person Shooter, but some people said, oh, it was the big stepper line that J. Cole said, like, oh, you a big stepper, you on my plate, I'm going to clean it or something like that. And I'm like
bro, come on. Bro.
Like, was that
and,
it?
You gotta think about it.
Or is it because you the friend of my enemy?
But you gotta think about it, bro. Like, they rappers. Like, they see things that we don't see, and they say
Plus,
stuff
they in the
like,
industry.
And they in the industry. They know probably things that people said and get back to them, and then they peep little lines, bro. It's some stuff that, like sometimes I can listen to Joe Budden, and he be peeping stuff. I'm like, man, how he's reaching? But he be he don't be completely right, but he be knowing a little stuff, and I'm like, because they rappers, bro, they understand little game, little wordplay, what people do, and we'll be like, oh, that's not a diss. He just saying, but no, it be disses, bro. So it's like Jay-Z was like the king of that. So it's like they be peeping, they peep game, bro. They know the pen, they know how people writing, bro. So I think it's some stuff we don't know about, and it's competition.
I mean, it's cool competition because at least it's not violent.
Yeah,
so
it's not,
that's
yeah, because we know this is the only thing that's getting hurt is feelings, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
It's Drake is like Drake the only one that kind of try to keep like some Canadian all right, goody, some more gangsters on his side, you know.
What did Colin say? He's Canada dry, bro.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
You know, staying it. What he say is this.
But see, this is the thing. Boy, but this is the thing, though. J. Cole has no stripes under his belt. We don't count Diggy Simmons. That's too easy. That's a layup right there.
Smoked him, bro. Bro, he don't got he ain't beef with nobody, right? Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't got no stripes, so he has to prove himself in this situation. You in album mode, the fall off. You got an album named that. Imagine the jokes that's gonna come if J. Cole don't say nothing, or if he says something and his verse is whack. It's like a Meek Mill situation when Meek Mill had the beef with Drake.
Yeah, that was so
and
bad.
then it was like, oh yeah, Meek Mill about to kill him.
He peed
Horrible.
Get your leg peed on in the movie theater or something like that. Like, come on, man, chill out.
But I'm just saying the memes that'll come off of, oh yeah, that's really the fall off.
The only thing people really talk about what J. Cole did was I can't think of the name of the song, but when he kind of was going at Kanye West.
Called out, yeah.
Yeah, but like, bro, there's false idols, I think, or something like that's called. Yeah, but that's different. You can't false idols Kendrick like that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you got to
but also that one felt more of like dog, you kind of like really hurt me.
You heard
that
us.
one kind of felt like more of like a love letter of like, dang, you really hurt me.
Yeah, like
More-
Kanye, like Kanye let me down type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is my thing. I just need to see. Do you think J. Cole has an aggressive bone in him to
think
really
he
go at
could.
Kendrick like that?
Yeah,
and it'd be good because we never heard J. Cole roast anybody.
Yeah, but
we never heard him say anything like funny or witty in his songs.
You just gotta think about it. Like, we saw him riding the bike, you know, rapping. So we know what he can do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you think he's riding the bike to the studio right now?
he on the bike right now in New York, somewhere with dreads.
With a little belt.
Yeah. Little dirty shoes on.
Hey, V, he's just trying to get all the dirt on. I'm just waiting for that Kendrick response.
Hey,
I'm just waiting.
Hey, bro, Kendrick about to clean your shoes, boy.
You about to clean him up.
Hey,
You
bro, about to
his
clean
act
him up, boy. Come on, man. Cut that hair, bro.
But do you have any last thoughts on this whole subject right here?
I think it's great. I think it's good for the sport. We need some competition, bro. So we need some rivalries. No, we need everything to stay on beats, bro. We don't need to go to the streets. That's a bar. That's all I got.
You think that bar would have been equal to anything that Kendrick was spending on like that? Yeah, all right. Ain't
This
no
guy
bar
right
right
here.
here. But for me, I'm honestly waiting to see what stems from this whole situation because I want this to be a very fun time to be had during the summer because There's gonna be so much content to drop
Yes,
on that.
bro,
So
yeah.
many things to talk about.
Right.
So many lines to dissect.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my
bro.
gosh, it's gonna be fun. And I need this rivalry to just really go back and forth. I don't need a. Oh, I did my one thing. I'm dipping. Like I'm gonna go make my album. I don't need that. I kind of want.
I need somebody to Joe Budden it. You know when Joe was just throwing all those diss tracks to Drake that year?
I think it'd be J. Cole. J. Cole needs that right
He was
now.
just rapping to himself. I might delete later.
I delete later volume 20.
Yeah.
Boy, everybody's gonna be like, dog, you should have deleted the other 22.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Hey, hold on, before we go. You think he do that just in case people don't like it?
Might delete later. Clever. Clever.
I told you it was a might delete. It wasn't serious. Come on, bro.
Look, that's gonna be the one that he puts on streaming.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting them ideas out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Like that really wasn't age.
Yeah, I didn't
like
yeah.
you guys know I'm vlogging,
He
so
wanted
you
to see-
already
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've been coming out with that. That wasn't really age.
He wanted to see if people be like, "Yo, bro, drop that." But if he don't get that, he be like, "All right, we might delete it." You know what I'm saying?
Imagine posting it, a day go by, no more comments or response to it at all.
We love you, J. Cole. We love
You know.
I do love J. Cole, bro. I used to have one of his lines from a song on my skateboard. I do this to the maximum. Nissan.
See. But besides all that, you can check us out anywhere that you can listen to podcasts on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you show love by liking the video if you're on YouTube or rating us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
Rate.
And comment your thoughts down below wherever you can comment to let us know what you think about this whole situation or let us know what you think about the future album itself.
Amen.
But yeah, we're out. Dark Sage out.
T out.
Peace.
Bro, you're insane.